What's up everyone, welcome to the channel Reef RX. It's been a busy week over here in the fish room. Have a lot of good updates to bring you. I got some new fish, we got some pods in the tank, and I'm excited to share with you what I got going on. As always, if you guys enjoyed this channel and you would like to help support this channel, if you could give the video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. Additionally, I have an affiliate link in the description for a bulk reef supply. So any orders that you place through my affiliate link, I will get a kickback, and that money goes right back into this fish room to help bring you guys more videos and more content. Also, be sure to check me out on Instagram. I will leave a link in the description. It is at Billy's_Reef_RX, where I do post daily updates of my fish room on my Instagram account. So make sure to check me out there. So we'll start over here with my frag tank. So one of my new additions that I picked up from my local fish store, I got 4 fish total, is my yellow tang. So I threw him in this frag tank because I had a lot of hair algae. I also picked up some turbo snails, and between the yellow tang and the turbo snails, this algae is cleared out of this tank. And the only reason why I don't have the yellow tang in the quarantine tank is because my quarantine tank is full with other new additions that I got from the local fish store. This is a clown tang that I picked up. He's pretty good size. So far he's been doing really good in quarantine. He's been eating, he's been active, he seems healthy. So he's got a couple more weeks left in here. Additionally, I picked up a pair of angelfish. I have the male zebra angelfish and I have the female swallowtail. So all these fish are doing really good in quarantine. Kind of went on a little shopping spree there at the local fish store. Lovely Pets in Kingston, Massachusetts. So if you're ever in the area, make sure to check them out. They always have good inventory and they're very friendly. Down here is my Aptasia tank. I do have these 2 clownfish here, which will be going in the new water box setup. That's the water box 60.2. We're gonna get that set up. So they're hanging out in here for now. The Mandarin goby that I had in this tank, he's back into the bigger tank now, the water box 7225. Some of you asked, why am I growing out Aptasia? I am breeding Bergia nudibranchs. They're Aptasia eating slug, I guess you would call it. And I'm breeding them to sell them to local reefers around here. I used to breed them a couple of years back. They only eat Aptasia. They do a good job of cleaning the Aptasia out of your tank. So I need to grow Aptasia in order to feed them. So it doesn't look like there's a lot of Aptasia, but I actually just did a water change and I vacuumed the gravel here. So a lot of it is not too happy right now, so kind of closed up. Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. If you want to help support the channel, please make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. Also check out my Instagram account. I will leave a link in the description. The blue tang has successfully completed the quarantine process and it's doing really well in this big tank. Very happy. Also have my Mandarin goby here. So cool story about these two. So they got separated when I was trying to get some of my fish into quarantine that were in my reef pond. So I took out my blue tang out of the reef pond, but the Mandarin goby was still, he was still in the reef pond. So the blue tang was separated from the Mandarin for probably about a month or 2. And then recently I reunited the fish together in the tank. And what a strong bond that the blue tang has with the Mandarin. The second I put the Mandarin into this tank, the blue tang went right up to it. And here's a little video. The blue tang just kind of hung around the Mandarin, and it was just like a nice reuniting of the two. And I was going through my camera roll the other day and I actually found this picture. This was back about 2 years ago. And I never really paid much attention to the bond when I took this picture 2 years ago. But like I said, after putting them back together, really tight bond between these 2 fish, and you could definitely tell they were happy to be back together. So I will be putting the angelfish in here. I'll be putting the clown tang and the yellow tang eventually. We'll all go into this tank. And then I have a Bangai cardinal and a royal gamma that I need to catch in my reef pond that are nearly impossible to catch. Been using the Niles fish trap and they seem to have no interest in it. So down in the sump, I got the Refugium going. I just put a ball of Chaeto morpha in. I actually ordered this from Algae Barn. I wanted to ensure that there was no pests that were being introduced into this tank. And then I got a ton of pods. I used pods from Algae Barn. I used pods from Reef Nutrition and put them into this tank to hopefully seed this Refugium well. and give the mandarin plenty of food. Now my mandarin, he does eat frozen food. I make my own homemade frozen fish food. And if you're interested in that, there's a video up in the top right corner here. You can click on that to see that video, and I'll show you how to make that. But he does eat the frozen, but I also want to give him some pods to munch on. So plenty of pods now. I do see the mandarin actively hunting pods in the tank. When I do put pods in, I make sure to take my reef roller offline for a couple days. Just a beautiful fish, fat and happy, doing well. Really enjoying the new home. If you're new to my channel and you haven't seen my reef room, I have a sink in here, a nice laundry sink, which makes it really easy to clean equipment. I also have this right here, which is RODI water on tap. So this makes it easy to, rinse equipment off with RODI water after. And then obviously I have regular hot and cold water. All that drains into this sump basin here, which pumps outside. Over here is the mixing station. I just ordered a heater for that because I used up all my heaters, so I can heat up my salt water before I do a water change. If you've wondered about my quarantine process, I use copper power, and then I use nitrofurazone. I make sure to do 2.5 concentration of copper power, which is about 64 mLs in this tank. And then I do 1.2 grams of nitrofurazone, mix it well with the water, and put it in here. Every 4 days, I sterilize this tank, so I drain it completely. I wipe down everything in alcohol and vinegar. I give this a complete wipe down, so if there was any ick, it has fallen off the fish and landed on the bottom, and it's getting sterilized. And then I drop the fish back in here, and I repeat that process for about 2 weeks. It's the BRS 80-20 method, and so far I like it, and it's worked good for me. This is a 40-gallon breeder. I painted the bottom of this tank black and the back of the tank black, and I have a video or a quick reel on my Instagram where you can check that out of me painting this tank and getting it set up. Down below I just got some extra storage for some 5-gallon buckets, but if you know me, that's more room for a reef tank right there, so who knows, maybe we'll get something else set up. If you guys have any thoughts or questions, please be sure to leave them in the comments, and I will check you guys out next time. Thanks so much for watching.